Hello to my German audience and hello to my other followers, and on this video I'll be predicting the entire Bundesliga season. Before we get into today's video, please smash that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell if you're new to my channel. Chances are if you're watching this video, that means you really love sports, and also drop a like on this video. At number 18, Heidenheim. Last season, they finished as the champions of the two Bundesliga. In that season, their record was 19 wins with 10 draws and 5 losses worth 67 points. After their wonderful performance last season, they got promoted to the Bundesliga for the first time in team history for this season. So my prediction is that they will finish the new season as the 18th place team and will move down to the two Bundesliga. For number 17, Darmstadt. They are the second team to be promoted after finishing as the second best team in the two Bundesliga. In that season, their record was 20 wins with 7 draws and 7 losses worth 67 points. With that promotion to the top level of German football, that will be their first time being in the top level since the 2016-2017 season. By all means, I think that they will be demoted to the second level after the conclusion of the season. For the 16th spot, Stuttgart. Stuttgart last season had a record of 7 wins with 12 draws and 15 losses worth 33 points. And they finished in 16th place. The team was able to stay in the Bundesliga by winning the relegation playoff games against Hamburg at home 3-0, and in the away game they won 3-1. The team has failed to finish in the top 10 in the league for the past 2 seasons in a row. By all means, I think that they could be demoted if the season doesn't go right for them this year. Number 15, Augsburg. The team didn't have a good season at all, but at the same time it could have been a lot worse by playing for the relegation playoffs. But that didn't happen for them. Last season, their record was 9 wins with 7 draws and 18 losses worth 34 points. And they finished that season as the 15th place team. Since the team was promoted to the top level of German football in the 2011-2012 campaign, they have only had one top 10 finish in the 2014-2015 season. With the new season, I suspect that this team isn't going to be that strong and could potentially be in danger of being demoted if things don't go right for them. Number 14, Bochum. Last season was their worst campaign in the top-level German football since the team was relegation in the 2009-2010 season. In that season, their record was 10 wins with 5 draws and 19 losses worth 35 points. Currently, the team has been back in the Bundesliga since the 2021-2022 season. So for the upcoming season, I suspect that the team won't be that good of a team this year, and they will have a cushion on not being relegation this season. Number 13, Borussia Mönchengladbach. The team has finished in the top 10 in the league in every season since the 2011-2012 campaign. Last season, their record was 11 wins with 10 draws and 13 losses worth 43 points, and they finished as the 10th place team. Overall, the team has won 5 championships, most recently in 1976-1977. So my prediction is that the team won't be as good as last season, and they won't finish as a top 10 team in the league for the first time since the 2010-2011 campaign. For the 12th spot, Werder Bremen. Last season for them wasn't that great, but at the same time it was a positive season because it was their first year back in the top level of German football. In that season, their record was 10 wins with 6 draws and 18 losses worth 36 points. After coming back to the top-tier German football league last season, the team has only been relegated to the second Bundesliga twice in their history. So for the new season, I think that the team will be slightly better than last year. For the 11th spot, Cologne. The team didn't have a great season last year, but they have been able to stay in the top level of German football since they got back into the league in the 2019/2020 campaign. Last season, their record was 10 wins with 12 draws and had 12 losses worth 42 points. They finished that campaign in 11th place. In the new season, I suspect that the team could be as good as last year or could be better or worse depending on how the season goes for them. Number 10, Mainz. Overall, the team has been able to finish the last 2 seasons in a row as a top 10 team in the league. Last season, their record was 12 wins with 10 draws and had 12 losses worth 46 points. They finished as a 9th place team. The team has been able to stay in the top level of German football since the 2009/2010 campaign. Their best performance since then was in the 2010/2011 season when they finished as the 5th place team. By all means, I think that they won't be as good as last season, but they will finish in the top 10 again this year. Number 9, Hoffenheim. Overall, last year was one of the worst seasons in team history. Last season, their record was 10 wins with 6 draws and had 18 losses worth 36 points. The 36 points they had on last season was the second worst amount of points in a season for them. The least amount of points in a year for them came in the 2012/2013 campaign. In the new season, I believe that they will be an overall better team and they will finish as a top 10 team. For the 8th spot, Wolfsburg. The team had a better season last year by finishing as the 8th place team compared to the previous season where they finished in 12th place. Last season, their record was 13 wins with 10 draws and had 11 losses worth 49 points. Overall, the team has won only one championship in the 2008/2009 campaign. So my prediction is that the team will be a competitive team and they will finish the season in the top 10 in the league. At number 7, Freiburg. Freiburg had a really good season last year by finishing as a top 5 team in the league and qualified for the Europa League group stage. Last season, their record was 17 wins with 8 draws and had 9 losses worth 59 points. The team has spent the past 7 seasons in the top division of German football, with their best performance in that time coming in from last season. So my prediction is that the team will have another great season and they will be a really competitive team again this year. Number 6, Eintracht Frankfurt. The team had a bounce-back season last year by finishing in 7th place compared to the previous season where they finished as the 11th place team. Their record last season was 13 wins with 11 draws and had 10 losses worth 50 points. By finishing as the 7th place team last year, they qualified for the Europa Conference League playoff round. So, for the new season, my prediction is that they will be an overall better team on the campaign. Number 5, Union Berlin. Union Berlin had a really great season last year by being the 4th best team in the league. Their record last season was 18 wins with 8 draws and had 8 losses worth 62 points. Since Berlin was promoted to the top level of German football for the 2019/2020 campaign, last season was their best season in their history. So I absolutely believe that Berlin will have another great season again this year. For the 4th spot, Bayer Leverkusen. The team had another good season last year, and they have been in the top level of German football since the 1979/1980 season. Their record last season was 14 wins with 8 draws and had 12 losses worth 50 points. In team history, they haven't won any Bundesliga championships yet, but they have been the runner-up several times, most recently in the 2010/2011 campaign. This season, I suspect that they will be one of the best teams in the league, and maybe they could possibly win their first championship this year. For the third spot, Leipzig. The team had another fantastic season last year by finishing as the third place team. Last season, their record was 20 wins with 6 draws and had 8 losses worth 66 points. Since their first season in the top-level German football in the 2016/2017 campaign, they have finished in the top 3 in the league in 5 occasions. So for the new season, I absolutely think that they will have another top 3 finish in the league this year. Second place, Borussia Dortmund. The team had another great season last year by finishing as the second best team in the league. Their record last season was 22 wins with 5 draws and had 7 losses worth 71 points. Last season was also their second consecutive year in a row of finishing as the runner-up. Their last championship came in the 2011/2012 season. So, in the new season, I believe that they will be a contender to win the championship this year. For first place in German champion, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich had another wonderful season last year by winning the championship for the 11th time in a row. In that championship season, their record was 21 wins with 8 draws and had 5 losses worth 71 points. Overall, the team has won 33 championships in their history. So my prediction for them in the new season is that they will win their 12th championship in a row this year. So those are my predictions for this season. Who do you think will win the championship this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Before you leave, please smash that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell if you're new to my channel. And if you love sports, this is definitely the channel for you, and also share this video with more sports fans. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nathan, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Just keep loving sports.